Protecting your tablet from unscrupulous types is a pretty easy thing to do with number locks, pattern locks and even face recognition technology. Protecting individual apps is a different matter, however. This is where App Lock comes into play. It simply enables you to add passwords to applications as you attempt to open them. First of all, to use App Lock, you must set up a password so no one else can tamper with your settings. Once you're into the app, scroll down the applications list until you reach the application you want to protect and slide the lock button to lock the application. Then when you next try and use the locked app, it will ask you to input the password. Type the password in and you'll be granted normal access to the application. It's that simple, and when it comes to protecting your apps, that's exactly what you want. Now, the added benefit of App Lock is that it protects applications with accounts that you can't log out of easily, such as Gmail. So once you've locked the app, not only will you need a password to access Gmail, but you will also need a password to try and put the Gmail widget on a home screen. A nice touch. Just remember that if the widget is already on your home screen, then people will still be able to read your emails. There are a couple of options, such as a free time limit to return to an app before it locks again, and you can choose between a number and pattern lock. App Lock protects your apps within seconds and keeps them secure for a lifetime. Sometimes all you want is the simplest app that does the simplest things, and Battery does exactly that. The application shows you the current battery strength and the estimated time left on the current charge. Press the Advanced button to take you to more details such as temperature and voltage, and press the Usage button to take you to the usage screen as shown in the settings. Back on the main screen, press the Notification button to instantly add a simple battery icon to the top left hand corner of the screen. And finally, there are two widgets of different sizes available that you can drag and drop onto your home screen. Battery. It's simple, really. Macro Pinch are back with another simple, efficient application for your Android device, and it's simply called Weather. Opening the app will display the current weather in your area automatically. No setup is required at all. Swipe right once and you'll be given a breakdown of the weather for the next 6 hours. Swipe right again for a 5-day forecast of the weather and the maximum and minimum temperatures. If you swipe left from the first screen, you'll be presented with two options. The first option turns on the notification icon, which tells you the current temperature. And the second option turns the temperature figure from Celsius to Fahrenheit. And finally, if you have the Jelly Bean operating system, a nice clean weather feed will sit in your notification tray. Press it to launch the application. It's another simple app for everyday life. Perfect. Star Wars Angry Birds. Angry Birds Star Wars. No matter which way you say it, it works. You can even say it Yoda style and it still works. Birds angry, Star Wars is. I'll assume you know what Angry Birds is, and if you don't, basically you use a touchscreen to catapult birds at baddies. So the question is, what does Star Wars add to it? Well, I think the answer to that is obvious. Lightsabers. Each bird has a special Star Wars ability, the first of which is the red bird that swings a lightsaber when you touch the screen to swipe through walls and barriers. This bird uses a Jedi Force push in the direction you press the screen. Han Solo bird fires guns, etc, etc, etc. You can almost predict everything that's going to happen in this mashup, but it's done with the entertaining humour and panache we've become accustomed to with Angry Bird games. There are loads of levels and each of them challenge you to complete it in as fewer shots as possible. This gives you more stars to unlock more levels, a classic case of skill versus reward gaming. The choice is yours to either blast through the game as quickly as possible or quickly repeat levels to get 3 stars. I'm impatient, however, and I'm more keen on progressing through the game to see how they deliver each classic Star Wars moment. They have stuck with the original trilogy too, which is a very smart move, so the opening levels begin on Tatooine. Hoth levels are coming soon, but you'll have to start paying money for Return of the Jedi action. There are also gravity-free levels like this one, where you can use C-3PO and R2-D2 birds to progress through the level. So yep, this is pretty much everything and anything you would expect from such a title, and it's absolutely fantastic. Reddit is a huge, massive, colossal portal of pictures, links, conversations and chatter, and this app makes and is called Reddit is Fun. The application launches you onto the main page of Reddit that contains the most popular posts of the day from the many topic areas of the site. Each post is a snippet of its content, and you can access more by tapping on the arrow or picture on the right hand side of the screen. Now, the statistics for Reddit are mind-boggling. There are over 3,500 different communities, nearly 50 million unique users, and nearly 4 billion pages of content. You will never run out of stuff to look at, and it's thankful you can save posts you like, as demonstrated here. Another key ingredient of Reddit is the way people critique the content. You can vote posts up or down on the left hand side of the screen, and if you tap on the post itself, it reveals extra options such as being able to discuss it. All I can say is Reddit certainly is a hotbed of diverse and strong opinions. And of course, this app allows you to quickly and easily join the conversation. The amount of information can be very overwhelming when it comes to Reddit, but this app does an excellent job of offering you different ways to manage the content. At the top of the front page, you can quickly sort content by what's new, what you've saved, the top posts over a certain period of time, or the most controversial topics currently going. The Reddit button in the top left-hand corner of the screen is your gateway to the many different communities. Simply scroll down a huge list or refine your search with a keyword. The speed at which this app is able to bring up results and display information is absolutely astonishing, and you'll find where you want to go very quickly. Finally, if you find content you would like to post on Reddit when you are using another app, you can use the share button to quickly launch the Reddit is Fun application and post what you've found. This app makes mincemeat of what can be a daunting source of information. It's fast and organises content to suit your needs. Basically, it makes Reddit fun, which is exactly what it was trying to do in the first place. The Nexus 7, as great as it is, comes with somewhat of an Achilles heel. It doesn't like external storage devices, such as pen drives, SD cards and portable hard drives. The first problem is a physical one. There are no hardware slots for storage devices. All you have is a micro USB port. But this is where the solution begins to take shape. First, you will need a USB on-the-go cable. Now, these aren't common cables, so you're not likely to have one hanging around, but they are very cheap, costing around £1 or $2 on Amazon. This OTG cable plugs into the micro USB port on the Nexus, with a normal USB port on the other end of the cable. With that issue resolved, you'll need some software to run these storage devices. There are several around, but most need modified tablets, which require complex and technical changes to your tablet. There is one app though that works without any modifications, and it's called Nexus Media Importer. This app can stream or copy pictures, films, music and documents from your pen drive, card reader and some portable hard drives straight to your Nexus 7. And here is how it works. When you plug your USB device into the tablet, Nexus Media Importer will automatically kick in and take you to its file navigation system. Along the top of the screen are buttons to display different media types, while the left-hand pane of the main screen shows you files and folders, and the right-hand pane displays a thumbnail if possible. To save an item to the tablet, simply press the disk icon at the top of the screen. A notification will indicate to you that the file has been downloaded. In the top right-hand corner of the screen, you can tick Multi-Select, which enables you to choose more than one item before copying it across to the tablet. For videos, all you need to do is press the play button at the top of the screen and you're off and running. And if you want to listen to any music, just press play. Now, if you have any files that Nexus Media Importer can't play itself, such as this document, you are given the option to temporarily copy it over to the Nexus 7 so that one of the onboard applications can work its magic. Finally, if you wish to look at files as they appear on your storage device, use the folder button for a traditional view. A couple of final pointers. Nexus Media Importer can be used for streaming and copying content, but you cannot copy content from the Nexus 7 back onto your storage device. As for portable hard drives, the Nexus 7 may not provide sufficient power to run a drive. The best approach is to buy a powered USB hub and put it between the drive and the Nexus 7. For reference, in this video I'm using a 1TB Toshiba hard drive. So, if you're running out of disk space on your Nexus 7, Nexus Media Importer has just solved all of your problems. You can't deny it, shooting the undead is a popular pastime in the video gaming world, and Zombie Evil is another one of those games. Just look at it. Carnage! Explaining the basics of this game takes about 10 seconds. Choose a world, choose a difficulty, choose a level, choose a stage. Simple as that. You are entrenched at the bottom of the screen with a gun, and a whole manner of different zombies will emerge from various entry points on the screen. All you need to do is touch the screen to fire in that general direction. Obviously your aim is to prevent these zombies from attacking you, but they will simply keep coming and coming and coming until you kill them all. Each zombie you kill will earn you a little bit of cash, which you can spend on ammo and upgrades. As you progress to later stages, you will unlock new weapons such as shotguns and missile launchers, but it's jolly hard switching to these weapons midway through a level. You will also get access to super weapons such as this aerial bombardment that you can use when the time meter fills up. Have some of that. With the money you earn during the game, you can spend this on new weapons. Whenever you use a weapon other than your standard machine gun, it costs a little bit of money, so it's like spending ammo. But you can also use the money to upgrade your super weapons, or your defense, rate of fire, or chance of critical damage. What this is all geared towards is in-application payments with real money. You can either spend ages level grinding, or spend real money to get stuff more quickly. It's a popular form of gaming these days, and it's up to you which way you want to do it. For me, I'm happy to just play the game when I have a spare few minutes and slowly build up my strength. It's another one of those perfect touchscreen games that's so simple to play, but full of enjoyment. It's very challenging, and you may get a bit annoyed replaying levels over and over again just to get enough cash to buy stuff. But it's very addictive, and, like I said, killing zombies is fun, especially when there's this many of them. The simplest games are the best games when it comes to touchscreen devices. That has been repeated time and time again. And Bike Race is another one of these simple, yet utterly addictive games. Touch the right side to accelerate, touch the left side to brake, tilt right, tilt left. Here's what happens on screen. As you can see, when I tilt the tablet, it shifts the balance of the bike, so you can change your angle of attack. Each stage is full of hills and troughs and bumps and drops, and it's up to you to navigate your bike as quickly and as safely as possible through the stage. If you have ever played Trials HD on the Xbox 360, you will know exactly what I mean when I say this game is fiendishly compelling. Each stage is little more than 10 to 20 seconds in length, but they get incredibly difficult and complex as you progress through the game. You will fail levels countless of times, but it reloads you straight back into the action that you're constantly saying, just one more go. And even when you do finish a level, you have the added incentive of doing a stage again until you finish a stage quick enough to get 3 stars. Those stars will help you unlock later levels. The level design is absolutely brilliant, with a learning curve that transforms this game from casual distraction to insanely hardcore. And it does it so perfectly, you never even realise how addicted you have become. When I first downloaded this game, I expected to play it for about 5 to 10 minutes. But 2 hours later, I was still at it. And worse still, I was trying to complete the same stage in an attempt to get 3 stars for 30 minutes. It was 10-second chunks of race, die, finish, time not good enough, race again. I'm telling you now, if I ever played this game on a train or a bus, I would definitely miss my stop. In addition to loads of tracks in the single player mode, you can even challenge anyone else who plays the game, post the time on a stage and then let them see if they can beat it. Now this simply isn't an addition to the game, it's essential, because only when you've won a few multiplayer games are new stages and bikes made available to you. And as usual, the size, weight and grip of an Nexus 7 makes playing Bike Race for hours an absolute pleasure. Download it and enjoy it, but just be warned, you may need to clear your calendar for the next few weeks. The Nexus 7 comes with a camera, which you will find pointing right at you all the time. But without any applications, there's no way to use it. An unusual niggle of the Nexus 7 is that it doesn't come with a camera application out of the box. But this is easily remedied with Camera Launcher for Nexus 7. All you need to do is open the application and it will take you straight to the camera. Oh look, there I am, in my dressing gown again. The application itself comes with a few simple features, such as adjusting the resolution of the picture and changing the exposure levels. A large button at the bottom of the screen takes the actual picture. You can also switch to video mode if you wish, using the option in the bottom left hand corner of the screen. When you've finished taking pictures and recording videos, simply swipe from right to left on the screen to bring up the gallery, where you can view your pictures and videos. This is a simple application that fills a hole left by Google and Asus when they first designed the Nexus 7. And of course, this application is completely free. That always gets a thumbs up. Logo Quiz is a simple game that doesn't rely on tablet trickery or touchscreen skills. It takes the basic premise of guess what the picture is. The idea has probably been around for 100 years, but playing it on a tablet makes it quick and easy. Once you have chosen a difficulty level, you will be presented with anywhere from 30 to 80 company brand logos. Each one has a vital part of its content removed, whether it be words, colours or shapes. All you need to do is work out what the brand is and type in the correct answer. And that's as complicated as it gets. And while this may seem like a very basic premise, give it 5 or 10 minutes and you'll be hooked as you smash through most of the pictures without too many problems. The real intrigue begins when you get to logos that are familiar, but you just can't quite remember what they are. When this happens, you can use a limited number of hints that will describe the company behind the logo. Hopefully that should give you enough information to trigger off the right answer in your head. Once you've got the correct answer, you can also learn a little bit more about the company by pressing the Read More button at the top of the screen. This displays the corresponding wiki page, which is a very nice and informative touch to the game. Logo Quiz is an enormous game. At last count there were 1007 logos to guess, so you could be at this for some time. And if you do succeed, Bubble Quiz, the developers behind this game, have loads more Logo Quiz games too, that centre around different topics such as cars, flags, football teams and even music bands. And, as if I need to tell you this, they are all absolutely free. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please click that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. And if you're hungry for more videos, subscribe. It's free after all.